Welcome back once again to Frontliner YouTube channel, and if you're watching us for the first time, please kindly take a second of your time and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. Now, my fellow Kenyans, you are not going to believe this. Last month on October, during the announcement of Raila Amolo Odinga's death, President William Samoei himself signed 8 laws, including cybercrime, which Kenyans rejected later on because they knew very well that this cybercrime law is going to affect them in different ways of passing information to the people of Kenya. Wananchi walikataa kabisa, especially those ones that always use social media platform to pass a new information from the government of William Samoei Ruto that always affects the people of Kenya, whereby right now, the government of William Samoei Ruto is now looking for a strategy that they can use to pass these cybercrime laws so that they can start arresting people and jailing them and doing many things. But as I'm talking to right now, we are now being told by the government of William Samoei Ruto that key government websites, including those of State House and the Ministry of Interior, have been hacked in what appears to be a calculated strategy by the government to justify the introduction of a new cybercrime act. It is true. This issue of all websites have been hacked at State House, Jumara Nini, hii ni uongo. This is something that have been created by NIS. Yani wanatafuta tu ile mbinu yenye wanaweza tumia kupass hii law, but nothing else, because they know very well that Kenyans does not want this law to be passed. Because unajua tu that if this law will be passed, then Kenyans will not have information on how things are being cooked badly under the government of William Samoei Ruto as we are going to face a presidential election in 2027. And before we proceed with this analysis, allow me to play for you this video of KTN trying to give us the exclusive updates on what is happening behind the NIS breaking news from the State House on how government websites have been hacked by unknown people.
Good afternoon. Thank you for staying with News Desk. And now let's shift our focus to matters business. My name is Kelvin Nyakundi. Now, the latest hack on Kenyan government websites occurred this morning, where several key government websites were hacked, including health, education, labor, State House, and more. Now, details on the extent of the disruption of the perpetrators are still emerging, but the incident has caused significant concerns over the security of government digital infrastructure. Our reporter Kelly Boss has talked to Bright Gameli, a cybersecurity expert, to unpack some of the details from this attack.
This morning, we have woken up to a couple of websites, government websites hacked, particularly very sensitive websites. There might be more, but what we're seeing is education, health, and stuff like those. Could you tell us what this is about, who is doing this, and maybe establish what you know? Perhaps you know much more.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, we all woke up to the shock of about 40 websites being defaced. So defacement is basically replacing the original website with something different. This particular hack was a redirection. So they redirected the normal pages of about 40 websites for .go.ke, which have been redirected to a message that a group of hackers have been, they seem to have taken over. So there's so many speculations. We don't have a lot of proof yet. And this is where a lot of investigations have to come in. Either they took over a server, or they took over a firewall, or they actually defaced all of those websites. But to what you've seen in the past, for you to do such a mass defacement, you probably just compromise one particular server and redirecting all the others to that. So in my opinion, I think might be a firewall hack.
Maybe tell me, are you picking up any patterns of the motive for this one?
So every hackers have various motives. So we can't pinpoint to exactly what motive, but we know when they're going to attack, right? Everybody have a reason. Some do it for fun, some do it for espionage, others do it for profit, right? Others do it. There's different motives that are out there. So this particular one, nobody knew it was going to happen today. You know, that's why you have to be resilient and anticipate anything that could happen before it happens. We don't know. I mean, for the past few months, we've been seeing a lot of hacks, not just in Kenya, in other countries, neighboring countries, other continents as well. So hacks will always happen. It's always going to be new ones that are coming. People are going to try to show or flex some new style or kind of vulnerability. What is particularly unique to this particular hack is that we don't understand what is the motive. They just said when it comes to national intelligence or national security, for example, we need to actually start looking at the proactive part. Same, and when I say national intelligence, it's not just government, it's also organizations. There are many threat actors that are out there. They are looking for ways to be able to gain some level of power or for fun or for money. And we need to make sure that we are proactive enough.
All right, we'll definitely be bringing you the latest on that.
So that is something, that is the news that is now hitting our decks right now, which I don't agree with. Apana, that's something that NIS have created. Wanajua tu vizuri that hakuna njia yenye wanaweza tumia kupasi hilo. Walijaribu kufanya vitu na Museveni huku na huku ili wananchi waende huko, yani waanze kufuata hiyo mambo ya Indian Ocean mara nini, lakini ilishindikana. Kabisa. Wakenya saizi ni warevu. They know right now that William Samoei Ruto can do anything to divert the attention of the people of Kenya so that he can do anything that is going to benefit himself together with his camp ahead of 2027 election. But that is something that Kenyans have sat down and they have decided that from now onwards, anything that William Samoei Ruto will introduce, they are not going to allow. Hii mambo ya nini na nini hapana, because wanajua tu vizuri that wakileta kitu ingine na wananchi wafuate hiyo kitu, that is the time that they will find a chance of passing things the way they want. Because let me ask you a simple question. Why do you think that William Samoei Ruto signed 8 laws the day that Raila Amolo Odinga was confirmed dead? Si wangengoja hata 1 month ishi ama 1 week? Mbona walikuwa na sign hizo law hiyo siku? They know very well that Raila Amolo Odinga angekubali na hiyo law. Hiyo mambo ya cybercrime mara nini hawalijua vizuri. So they know very well that was the right time of signing those law, because Kenyans bado walikuwa na mauchungu. Kenyans were still mourning Raila, but yes, walijua that this is the time of signing this issue, because signing this law, because this time Kenyans are still having much focus to the late ODM party leader Raila Amolo Odinga, where they will not have too much questions on mara nini or pana. But right now wananchi wamechanuka. Kenyans saizi wamechanuka on where the government is now looking for different strategy, morning and day, night and day, to make sure that they do things that can favor their government as we are going to face presidential voting in 2027, where maybe sometime the media might be shut down. Maybe tunaweza kuwa na blackout 2027 on 10th August. What was happening in Tanzania, so that this issue of live streaming things at the Bomas of Kenya could not be witnessed. It is true. Hii mambo ya cybercrime law wanataka tu kuipea pressure ili wa make sure that come 2027 hii law itakuwa inafanya kazi, where the people of Kenyans will now be afraid of just posting things on the social media platform the way they used to post them, by passing information to the people of Kenya, so that Kenyans can also have an update on what is happening under the government of the day of President William Samoei Ruto. So according to my view, I don't agree with this issue of government website being hacked by unknown individuals. No, I don't agree with it. So you just give me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think concerning to government website being hacked? Does it look like does it look like something that have happened, or it is just a strategy that the government is trying to use to make sure that they pass things that can favor the government as we are going to face presidential voting in 2027. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like our videos. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.